Okay, time for semi-finals of this 8-4 Eldritch Moon. And we have a mulligan, the first actually. We have had pretty good draws today. That helps. I want the fourth land for the Scarecrow. So we're not going to get to deadweight something here, but we can play Accomplice, maybe deadweight something on turn 3, and then play the Scarecrow, for example. And we knew about that land, so play the 2-2. Okay. Yeah, that looks pretty good. We can kill that, attack, and play a captive. Again, pretty good draws. I like to be able to use all my mana. I guess mulliganing on the play is never good, but if we can just use up our mana each turn, I'm pretty happy either way. Opponent might trade here, but I'm fine with that because we can get a zombie back later. But for now we're playing the Scarecrow, which I like a 4/4/4. I think that card, I mean, in a low curve 17 creature deck it could be a bit annoying, but hopefully you have already played a few creatures when you play it, and if it sticks and can attack, you're probably doing pretty fine either way. So I have been pretty impressed with that card so far. And yeah, that's not a good black blocker for our Scarecrow, so we have at least one attack. I guess we have, after the mulligan, we have drawn a lot of lands, but that's why another reason why I love these werewolves, because even though we're flooding here, we can now flip the captive next turn, so we still have something to do. Choking Restraints on that is annoying since the effect that everything is costing one more is still active. So I would rather, I guess, have it die than sticking on the board, both since we care about delirium and I don't like my creatures to cost more, but after this flood it doesn't really matter that much. Now end step, I guess we'll flip the captive and have a good attack next turn. Field Creeper, okay, that's fine, and has no good attacks here. What? Oh, my opponent hasn't read the captive or counted our mana, because now we get to eat that guy. Yeah, sorry, but I can flip my guy and eat your rare. Nice. Yeah, it's early in the format, and okay, so this flood might still come back and bite us. But our opponent, I mean, mulliganing into these many lands usually doesn't work, and the opponent has already played a lot of stuff and removal spells, but still we are in it. So, and it's basically thanks to the captive. We still have a good attack here. I am going to attack, even though that my opponent can get a 3/2 from it. And if he wants to trade with a zombie, it's also fine, because we can play another captive that can flip next turn, and we will have two pretty good attackers. So if it weren't for the werewolf's transform ability, this flood would probably have been a loss, and it still can be, but we are ahead on board. Opponent has 3 cards, we only have a swamp, but if the captive number 2 survives, we get to attack with 2 4/6s next turn. And the opponent is down to 10 thanks to some early attacks. Okay, Midnight Scavengers getting back. I would take Sigardian Priest for sure. Let's see what our opponent takes. The Priest would do a lot here because they can tap down the werewolves. Okay, he took Desperate Sentry. I'm glad he did. Because that won't do enough. Here we have a problem. Since our opponent can double block and one of his guys will stay alive. But it looks like if we can get our opponent down to 6, have one of our beaters back and then play the mob going wide with zombies, it will be probably be pretty easy to get the last 6 damage in. It feels like. So maybe I should just flip captive number 2 and go on the offensive here. And then we know that next turn we can play our Bomb Rare, and any spells cast from there makes our board wide. Feels like that is the play. I could wait, but I don't want my opponent to draw into a lot of removal spells here. So I'm going to attack. The Captive is a very good card. I thought it was good going into the format, but I even like it more now. It's good in green-red, it works in green-white, it's good in green-black, and so on. Yeah, that was not a good exchange for us, but I guess it was 2 mana for 5 if you look at it that way. But then we had also, okay, that was annoying. But we still have good play this turn. And now the Scarecrow ability makes it so that we can't actually play our Prowler, and that is annoying. And the opponent getting up to 8 instead of being down on 6 is actually also a bit annoying. They're down to 2 cards. We have a Prowler. The Prowler can flip, and it's also a good attacker. And we will start going wide with zombies. So it still looks fine. I guess if we would have waited, he would have killed a 4/6 anyway, and he would have had 3 or 4 creatures out now, actually. So let's see. What can we do? Yeah, it has been a lot of lands, but still looks decent. I'm not going to trade away the Newsgraph mob for his board. I'd rather play the Prowler, flip the Prowler, and make more zombies. Because he's still at 8, so next turn we could line up some attacks maybe. Yeah, choking restraints or like sleep paralysis and stuff like that is the best answer to the Scarecrow, I guess, because they just get to keep the downside for us, and they get the upside. Okay, we flip the wolf. That's at least not costing more. Let's draw something good now. Watcher, decent. And I can trade the 4/4 for 2 of his creatures, I think. And then play Watcher in the Web. Should work. I guess he can't even double block. Yeah, then we just eat something. I like the Predator. Let's see. We can also attack with a zombie, actually. It trades with either 1 or 2 creatures here. So, barring removal now, it looks good again. Okay, Champ block. Doesn't even trade. Or, yeah, okay, trade. This is a good trade for us. No, we didn't. Take 2. Still good. Eat a creature, do damage, play a good blocker, go wide with zombies. Yeah, the Newscraft mob is ridiculously good, I think. I guess it's pretty fair because it costs 6, but if you have combos with it to get it back, it's very good. Okay, so opponent chokes. He might have a way to get it back, maybe, or he just wants to get closer to Delirium or something. He has Delirium, yeah. Okay, now this combo is actually very good. Ironclad Slayer, bringing back either Boon of Emrakul or Choking Restraints, is something that white-black is doing a lot in this format. But even so, what do? Put it on the Watcher? I mean, we have 8 power and 8 toughness on zombies. Yeah, they can't really get back from this. So, yeah, it feels like our deck is pretty well suited against our opponent. Stabilize, turn the corner around. I mean, even through a pretty heavy flood, we weren't really that close to die, I think. Yeah, this is a bit slow, but I guess we can... it's still a turn 4. Okay, but that was a good draw, again. Our library has been pretty kind today, I think. Might traverse if we don't draw the 4th land. Okay, again, very good draw. I'm not going to complain. Still have no good target on either on our side or on our opponent's side for the prey upon, but we might get there later. Next turn we can go Scarecrow. Hope that it doesn't get choked again. Opponent has... Weird that they didn't attack there. I have defenders and... Okay, so he wasted his choking restraints on the Prowler, so now I like playing the Scarecrow. We can play more captives and I guess prey upon and stuff later. But if he only has 1 choking restraints, he has already used it. I guess he can get it back later, but 4/4 now on turn 3 can be problematic for him. Yeah, I think our draws have been very good. Guess... Ooh, he had 2 of them. Nice. Now he attacks at least, okay. We can play captive and we can... I'm not going to prey upon eating a 2/1. And now again with the weird ability, and we could just get land and next turn play Stallion. I don't think we need to sandbag the traverse. Get a bit closer to Delirium, I guess. And we still have 2 captives that can flip. If we draw 1 more land, we have mana to flip them, because we have the Fragment, the Cryptolith Fragment. I would have liked my opponent to play a better creature, so we could play Fragment and Prey Upon, but there's still no targets actually for the Prey Upon that are good enough, I think. And even like a 4/4 would be super, because the Geist Fueled Scarecrow is nothing I care about. I'd like to trade it because it's under a choking restraints. Playing out the Stallion, opponent missing land drops, which can be relevant here. I guess we could start flipping guys. We could play Cryptolith. We could... He has to double block to trade. Doesn't. That's fine. Yeah, I guess we... yeah, we can still play the Fragment. and next turn, the fragment I mean, next turn we can start flipping captives without using them both. Yeah, we should be able to do that. Yeah, and our opponent missed another land drop now, so we should try to capitalize on that. Start attacking. Yeah, just tap out, transform that guy, and attack. I still don't mind double block on the Stallion. I mean, he has played creature, removal, but missing the land drops here, and he might have 4 or 5 drops in hand, I don't know. That's obviously not a great spot to be in for our opponent. Okay, but now he found a land at least. And plays an Ox. Doesn't do much. We can attack with most of our creatures. Okay, he plays a Graph. No, he plays... Yeah, I guess he can double block with the Graph Rat if he wants to. It would be nice to be able to eat the Ox with Prey Upon, but sadly we can't. We could still just Prey Upon on the Rat and attack with everything that doesn't die to Inquisitor's Ox. Yeah, maybe that's the play. We have another captive coming in and we can just flip them forever until we hopefully win. I guess we kill off the rat with obviously with the Guy's Fueled Scarecrow, since it does nothing here. And then we can safely attack with the 4/6, the 3/3 and the 2/3. Yeah, we can. And we can do another damage with the fragment. Yeah. Opponent has 4 card and 4 mana and a decent blocker, I guess, but we can flip captives now each turn and ride it home to victory, I think. I mean, there are no sweepers. I guess there is the 6 mana myth from, but I'm not going to play around that. Pretty low probability that he got that from one Shadows pack. Okay, Lifelinker is actually a bit annoying, and we don't have Delirium for Kindly Stranger. But if he wants to double block the 4/6s, we can still kill the Lifelinker and still flip another 4/6 the next turn. So, yeah, I still don't think that our opponent's odds are that low on winning. How many do we want to attack with? I guess the 4/6s are enough. We don't want him to be able to just eat the Stallion. That would be unnecessary. Okay, only blocks like that. But then he's down to 2 and he should be dead next turn. Unless he has a very big play this turn. Because of the fragment also. Down to 2, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pretty big attackers, and we can tap the fragment. Okay, but he gained life and killed the guy, okay? I guess he doesn't die now then. That's... If it's not game before, it will be game when we play that guy. But now I think we just do the same again and flip another captive. Or I guess we can wait one turn because we have the fragment, yeah. Okay, we wait. Because that will go wide enough, whatever. I mean, even if he kills it, I think it should be game next turn. Will it? Yeah, probably. We have not seen much that... I mean, he's already played Choking Restraints, Certain Death. Okay, he had another Certain Death. But we get one trigger. Oh yeah, but this flips now. Okay, that's game. I forgot about that. Yeah, we're down to 10. Okay, yeah, because of the double drain. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, we can also bring back the mob. Oh, there was another combo. I forgot about grapple. Okay, so we had at least 3 ways then to bring back the mob after using it. Decent. I guess we can just attack in the air and give our opponent 1 more turn. He's dead next turn if he doesn't remove the fragment. Ooh, grappling back the bomb. That was sweet. Can you get back? I guess the Delirium Sweeper is his only out. Or... yeah, no. Doesn't help just killing off the 1/4. Down to 1 life. We have a wide and big board. We can flip another captive. We can attack for... we also have Delirium. Yeah, this is game. We can kill off... yeah. Okay, so we're on to the finals with green-black. See you there.